6, averaging nearly 5 runs. They've done it with the long ball. 20 home runs in 12 games, including 3 big flies last night. If Jordan Zimmermann gets some of that support, the Pirates better look out tonight on MASN.
Washington Nationals baseball. Washington Nationals baseball.
It is ladies' night at the ballpark. It's a gorgeous evening for a ball game, and the Nats are trying to sweep a short 2-game series. Don't worry, that guy on the right wants the Pirates to win, but he's outmanned by the people in red. Bob and FP, welcome to our booth, and a chance now with Baltimore, which will be a first-place team coming in this weekend, to take care of the Bucks and then look forward to interleague play. And 2 guys just had fabulous nights last night, especially Adam LaRoche, who gets a milestone, but he just keeps on doing what he's been doing all year.
Yeah, I think there's 2 guys that have basically carried the offense this year with the absence of a lot of guys being out. You talk about what Ian Desmond has done so far this season, and I think it's just a matter of what he knows and what he's learned meeting his ability. It's all coming together for him right now. And how about Adam LaRoche? Just the sweet swing we've gotten used to all year, carrying this offense, the confidence level is high, and that must have felt so good last night to get that curtain call, fans on their stands, tipping his cap. After being in Pittsburgh in a place where he was booed, to do it against the Pirates last night must have felt good.
Yeah, by the way, he's hitting .360 career against the Pirates. Ian Desmond's in the top 7 in the league in hits, leads the Nats in a bunch of categories. So does Adam LaRoche, who's nearing 30 RBIs now, and the Nats keep hitting the long ball. Then there's Jordan Zimmermann coming off a classic performance in Cincinnati last weekend. 7 innings, 5 hits, a run. He struck out 9 Reds, walked only 1, 105 pitches. He was at his best. How about a follow-up tonight? On MASN, brought to you by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. And by Cisco, a proud mission partner to the United States Department of Defense. Beautiful night on the banks of the Anacostia. Mostly clear skies overhead, and the Nats will try to make it a short 2-game sweep over the Pirates. 74 degrees. Look at the humidity's gone down. Visit Trane.com for an independent Trane comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. The Pirates are hitting only .219. They're at the bottom of the league in runs and in batting average. 11th in home runs. Jose Tabata, though, seems to like this ballpark. 327 here. Andrew McCutchen is hitting .436 in the month of May. He's on a 5-game hitting streak, so just like Gio against McCutchen last night, it'll be Jordan Zimmerman and McCutchen tonight.
Yeah, last time out Saturday at Cincy, he received a 2-1 win. Allowed 1 run on 5 hits in 7 innings. Said it's the best he's felt all year long. Struck out 9, walked 1 through 105 pitches, 74 for strikes. So fastball, slider, curveball change is what the Pirates will be seeing from Jordan Zimmerman tonight.
A strike gets us going at 7:05 to Jose Tabata, batting .242. Late for that fastball. Tabata's hit safely in 7 of his last 8 games. Nats ERA still the best in the league at 2.89, and they're trying to win their 24th game of the year. Couple of finals from this afternoon. The Mets at home won again, 9-4 over the Reds, despite Joey Votto's 6th home run. So the Mets are only 2.5 back of the Nats. The Braves a half game back.
And right now, David Wright is unstoppable. Seems like he's getting at least 2 hits a game.
He's hitting .402 going into today. Not bad for a guy with a little hairline fracture of a finger. Here's Jose Tabata. Good numbers against the Nationals. Zimmerman gets him to offer, and that's a strikeout on a breaking ball down and away.
Let's set the defense for the Nats tonight. Behind Jordan, Bernardino, Ankiel, and Harper in the outfield. Desmond Zimmerman on the left side. Espinosa LaRoche on the right side. And Jesus Flores once again doing the catching. Pretty good curveball right there by Jordan Zimmerman for strike 3.
Yeah, looks like he's got good stuff to start the ball game. Neil Walker, the switch hitter, is next, hitting .253 from this side of the plate, and Jordan throws his 2nd consecutive first pitch strike. This one sliced foul left field side. Alan Porter is the junior member of this veteran umpiring crew. Larry Vanover at first. The crew chief Brian Gorman at second base and Tony Randazzo at third. These gentlemen have been in town for all 4 games of the homestand so far. Walker next, and on 0-2, as we said last night, important to keep him off base with McCutchen coming up.
We're talking about both pitchers tonight. James McDonald, Jordan Zimmerman, very similar stuff. 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, slider, curve.
Wow, he's got the off-speed stuff working early, doesn't it?
Another curve right there. And the slider will be in the mid-80s, the curve in the upper 70s, low 80s, and you see it right here, straight down, 12-6 break, just disappeared. Great pitch.
Wow. That is an early game hammer, to say the least.
Get it out front. Look at that rotation right there. And the ball just diving into the dirt. Not a whole lot you could do as a hitter right there. That's a great pitch.
Here's Andrew McCutchen batting .344 now, 4th in the league, coming off 2 hits last night. Great fastball to the outside corner.
Great fastball in a great spot. I mean, you can't paint a heater away for a first pitch strike any better than that.
I also like the way he's come out and he's attacking the hitters. No nibbling here early for Jordan Zimmerman. McCutchen in the air, well hit right field. Harper back, and McCutchen has done it to the Nats again. He is hitting over .500 against Washington during a current 15-game hitting streak. That's his 27th hit in the last 53 at-bats against the Nats. Unbelievable.
9 for 14 this year against the Nationals. 17 for his last 35. That's right where he wanted it, out over the plate. So a couple of fastballs away. What did McCutchen do? He said, all right, you're going to pitch me away. I'm going to hit it away. I'm going to jump out there and put some barrel to the baseball. And that's some pop, folks. I didn't know he could go that way like that.
That's his 5th of the year. 4th of the year, pardon me. And that's at least half of those against the Nationals.
I mean, the home run he hit in Pittsburgh to straightaway center field was 438. So I knew he had the pop straight away, obviously, with that kind of distance. You knew he had pull side pop, but an Oppo Taco like that off a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, that's impressive.
Third homer given up this year by Jordan Zimmermann, the 21st by the Nationals, fewest in the league. I don't know if it's the way guys are swinging or the way the weather's warming up. We are starting to see home runs fly out of parks on both sides. Evidently a little bit low, 3-1.
And Andrew McCutchen just must wake up in his hotel room and say, I'm playing the Nats tonight. I'm going to at least get 2. I mean, there's just certain teams you know that they know that you know, and you just got that swagger about you. I mean, he's one of the better center fielders in the league, but he's got some serious ownage on the Nats this year.
Pedro Alvarez hitting just .215, but he's hit 7 home runs. And now a count of 2-2 on his foul ball straight back. That home run by McCutchen, the Pirates' 28th of the year. On an off-speed pitch away. Alvarez fouls it out of play.
I mean, you said it nicely before. You get Walker out in front of him and then let him do whatever he wants. So the best thing that Jordan Zimmermann did was strike out the first 2 batters of the game. Now you're going after a hot hitter that plays well against your team. Go right after him. You give up a solo shot, you give up a solo shot.
And I know you say this all the time. If a guy beats you away, you tip your cap.
Absolutely.
Ground ball, LaRoche, and that's it for the top of the first. But McCutchen does big-time damage. Number 5 spot in the league in home runs with 34 now. Here's the lineup brought to you by your Dodge dealer, and experience a world of performance design and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com and check out the powerful lineup. Bryce Harper doing some damage here at home. He's back in the number 5 spot tonight. There are 6 national hitters who have in their careers faced Pittsburgh right-hander James McDonald. 5th career appearance against the Nationals, 2nd start. And this is a right-hander who has some serious stuff. Pitched for the Dodgers last 2 years now with the Pirates since coming over in the Octavio Dotel trade a couple of years ago.
Interesting to see right there. He threw about 4 of his warm-up pitches in the dirt. He threw the first one right there in the dirt. But last time out Friday night against the Astros, he suffered a 1-0 loss. He allowed just 1 run in 8 innings. The Stros scored in the 2nd inning, and that was it. Struck out 8, walked 2, threw 107 pitches. So 2-seam fastball, slider, curveball, change. He'll throw the slider over for a strike, and then he'll try to expand it away and throw it in the dirt. He can throw it for a strike and a ball. And when his curveball is spinning, it's one of the better right-handed curveballs in the league.
Ian Desmond's riding a 6-game hitting streak, 11 for 29. Kept alive with his 3rd inning leadoff homer last night. 45 hits, 7th best in the league.
And there's the curveball right there, the first one. And that's a tough ride for a hitter. You haven't seen the curveball yet. You get into a 2-strike count. You don't know if it's going to be a strike or a ball. That one a little bit short. But it's always tough when you get into a 2-strike count and you haven't seen the guy you're facing's best pitch. Right there, he saw it and he was in the dirt.
And a 2-2 coming. Ian extends the at-bat, stays alive. By the way, the leading hit man in the league is Atlanta's Michael Bourne with 55. Rafael Furcal of St. Louis 54, and Melky Cabrera of the Giants with 50. So there are 3 hitters who have 50 hits already. Not even 40 games into the season.
I said it before, and if Ian Desmond stays healthy, he has a chance to get 200 hits this year. Just for the simple fact that he is swinging. He's not going to take a walk. He's up there hacking. He'll get his knocks. And if he gets a chance to play 152, 155 games, he'll get 200 hits.
That bounces, ball 3. Yeah, only 6 walks for Desmond and 163 official plate appearances so far.
And the best thing about this at-bat for Ian Desmond is he's seen every single pitch minus the change. And McDonald doesn't throw the change but 4% of the time. So he's seen the fastball, the curveball, and the slider. No surprises. And I feel like even though Ian Desmond's very aggressive up there, a lot of times when he offers at the first pitch of the game, it doesn't matter if you face a guy 20 times, 40 times, 50 times. They're different every time you face him. And when you swing at that first pitch fastball, sometimes you come up with the bases loaded your second time and you haven't seen all of his pitches.
Great at bat by Desmond, we thought, but McDonald gets a call on a fastball that, well, might have been outside. Looked like Ian Desmond was heading for first base.
Look at all those balls in the dirt on pitch track. Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch.
Yes, it is.
I guess that's a pitcher strike right there, one that could have went either way, and McDonald won that battle. But still, that's a good at-bat for Ian Desmond. Even though he struck out, he saw everything he had. He made him fire a bunch of bullets. He'll know what to expect his next time up.
Here's Bernardina. Roger didn't start against a left-hander last night. Got into the ball game with a sacrifice in the 7th inning. And he'll hit that ball sharply, but right at Neil Walker. 2 quick outs with Ryan Zimmerman coming in.
Let's set the defense for the Pirates tonight. Tabata, McCutchen, Jones in the outfield. Harrison Alvarez on the left side. Walker, McGee on the right side. Once again behind the plate, Rod Barajas. And watching Ryan Zimmerman's batting practice today, he put on some kind of show. About 10 balls in the bullpen in left center. He's getting through the baseball. And we've been watching the last week or so a steady diet of fastballs away. And I'm wondering if the league's thinking with his shoulder, maybe they're going to make him reach for a ball until he can prove that that thing's 100% healthy.
Yeah, that was a pull swing. And Ryan, when he's going well, just peppers the gap in right center. And then he'll hit some homers straight away right over the center fielder's head.
He missed 17 games with that shoulder thing he had going on. He's the kind of guy that wouldn't say a word to anybody if it was barking. He's just going to go out there and play through it and figure out a way to get her done. And I don't know anything, but just watching his swing and watching where opponents are pitching him, it seems to me they're trying to see if he can get to the pitch outside before they come back in. And I'm wondering if it's because of his injury.
Target away. Nothing but soft stuff there. Ryan's gone. 2 strikeouts for McDonald in the first inning, and on the McCutchen homer, Pirates have the lead. lot of great treats out there. Girls having a good time. Got the Curly W thing going. Some pretzels dipped in all those goodies. Wow. What about the guys? AT&T back to the game. Now look at this. In terms of run support, lowest in franchise history for a starter. Long way to go in the season, so I think he's going to get a whole lot more than that.
That's while he's in the game. 2.1 runs of support.
Here's one for you. In 1971, Dave Roberts of San Diego went 14-17, and he had a 2.10 ERA.
Wow.
That's the lowest ERA by a pitcher with a losing record since divisions were created in 1969. Jordan Zimmermann, and there's a long way to go, second on that mark with that 2.14. Two balls, no strikes to Garrett Jones, who didn't start last night. Left-handed swinger. He fouls one. 30 years of age, hit .243 with 16 homers for the Pirates last year. Started his career just for a cup of coffee with Minnesota. More than 10 years in the minor leagues for Garrett Jones out of Harvey, Illinois. You got to love it to do it that long.
Those are the kind of guys you always root for, too. The guys that paid their dues, rode the buses, stayed in the horrible hotels, all to get a shot at the big leagues.
Jordan Zimmermann getting outs on breaking balls tonight. From the grass, Danny Espinosa throws him out. With Casey McGee coming up. Don't forget about the 5-game flex plans. You pick 4 games, get a 5th one free. Plan starting at just $60. Ignite your Natitude at nationals.com/flex. Do you have your Natitude ready for an invasion of orange and black tomorrow night? Baltimore winning again in Kansas City today. They won that one in regulation after last night's marathon. And they will come to town tomorrow in first place in the AL East with a record of 25-14. If the Nats win, they could be 24-14.
And I know one thing I do is avoid Adam Jones at all costs. We're seeing Andrew McCutchen tonight, but another great center fielder rolling into town tomorrow.
Yeah, and they're without some guys. Mark Reynolds hurt. Nolan Reimold is hurt. That ball hacked high in the air out to center. Rick Ankiel is parked under it. Bernardina in the neighborhood to help. And a couple of quick outs for Jordan Zimmermann to start the second with Rod Barajas coming up. Tomorrow night, Edwin Jackson goes against Jake Arrieta. Baltimore starter 2-4 with a 5.21. Edwin Jackson 1-1 with a 3.71. He's only had 2 decisions in 7 starts. Rod Barajas and Zimmermann working well to that outside corner early in the count here. He's the only Pittsburgh batter who's ever seen Jordan Zimmermann 1-for-2 career. Jordan somehow has avoided the Pirates and vice versa for the first couple years of his career. This is his first start against Pittsburgh. Career record of 14-21, making his 57th career start.
I'm just looking at Adam Jones of last week. 9 for his last 28, 3 home runs, a 3.21 average. He's got 12 home runs on the year. So from one great center fielder to another, he's rolling into town tomorrow night.
1-2 pitch. Mike Bordick and Jim Hunter will join us for our shared telecasts tomorrow night and Sunday. Haven't had a chance to work with Mike. We hear he's very good. Obviously a really good major league career, and we'll have those guys from Baltimore in our booth here tomorrow night. Tried to paint with the fastball inner half, and he missed 3-2. did Zimmerman, with shortstop Josh Harrison on deck, who hit one a mile here last night. Three-two pitch and a base hit. Pirates have 2 hits, and that'll get the number 8 hitter up to the plate. He'll be desperately trying to get on base to get James McDonald in the box.
Yeah, so after that slow start for Rod Barajas, got a 3-2 slider right there, singled to left field. And coming into tonight, he's 8 for his last 31, 258 average this month. So he's starting to heat up.
Yeah, he's now hitting 5 straight games in 6 of his last 7. And here's Josh Harrison hitting just 222. One of the longest home runs in this ballpark he hit last night, at least this year. This kid's only 24. He's from Cincinnati, and he was once traded with 2 others for Mike Grabo and Tom Gorzolani. From the Cubs, he was a 6th rounder for the Cubs back in 08. So a name you probably knew nothing about when we heard about that trade back in July of 09, but here he is in the big leagues. And the Pirates are a lot like the Padres, who just left town. If you hit, they'll find a place for you to play.
Absolutely. I think this is a guy, if you ask Clint Hurdle, adds a lot of energy to his lineup. Always playing hard, running hard to first base, got great speed. He'll make the routine play wherever you put him. Managers love guys like that.
He played third base and left field last night. Shortstop tonight. Here's a 1-2. Well, let's see if Zimmerman can find a way to punch out a hitter. He was way ahead of Rod Barajas, as FP noted, before losing him on a 3-2 to a base hit. James McDonald, right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. Pretty good out pitch there, but it's fouled.
And it's a good thing it was fouled, too, because that was a hit. Harrison can fly. That was a little chopper down the line. If that stayed fair, you got first and second, 2 outs with McDonald up.
Braves have scored a run in the bottom of the first to back Ricky Nolasco against the Marlins tonight. Atlanta 1/2 game behind the Nationals. The Fish are 3 back, and the Mets, after their win, 2 back. And you folks might have noticed that last night the Phillies finally made it to the 500 mark. They're 19-19. So the whole division is at 500 or above. 2-2 pitch. Wow. Jordan Zimmerman, a long look in. He was ready to walk to the dugout.
Yeah, the 1-2 pitch was a 2-seam fastball that just missed inside, and apparently that one was up.
How
Zimmerman
high are those armpits, huh?
Little lean to the dugout right there. Took a couple of steps. Didn't get the call from Porter.
3-2. That's laced up the middle. How many hits have we seen this year after questionable calls on 2-2 or 3-2?
A couple of 3-2 hits back-to-back on off-speed pitches from Jordan Zimmerman. He went with a slider both times, one to Barajas and there to Harrison.
And that hurts because now the Pirates have turned over their lineup. Roger Bernardina has gone to within about 40 feet of the left field line with the opposing pitcher hitting here. 2 for 13 this year, 8 for 98 career with 3 RBIs.
If you're wondering why Jesus Flores just went out to the mound to talk to Jordan Zimmerman, maybe a few things. Let's go right after this guy. But before the game, a pitcher and a catcher will get together real quick before he takes the mound and say, what sign are we using tonight with a runner on second base? And all of a sudden you break your little huddle and dugout, take the field. Then when you get a runner on second, you forget. So you have to go over it real quick. Go over the signs you're going to use, the sequence you're going to use.
Well, that ground ball is easy as they come at first base. Adam LaRoche will lead off. The Nats are down by 1. It's time for the Sideline Report. Visit AFCEA.org, the Association for IT Bros. Christina.
Thank you, Bob. With the Nats bats hot lately, Adam LaRoche said it's been great getting the offense going, but now we just have to keep it going. And the good news, hitting is contagious, according to Adam LaRoche. He said when you see a guy hitting in front of you and around you, it just gives you that little bit of extra confidence in the batter's box. And it actually can get a guy out of a slump pretty quickly. When you're struggling and you see guys hitting, getting on base, you want to pick it up, and it makes it easier for the whole team. Takes a little pressure off the guys when they're struggling to get up there and make something happen.
Well, happen it did last night. 3 for 4, base hit, homer, 3-run double for his 1,000th career hit. And he's batting now .360 career against his former team, the Pirates.
I mean, there has to be people watching in Pittsburgh saying, why were we booing him before? What was the reason we decided to boo him in Pittsburgh? Because he put up his numbers every year. When you look at what he did with the Pirates, he had 366 hits as a Pirate.
Yeah. And in that series in Pittsburgh, he went 4 for 8 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs, and 4 walks. Maybe they should give him the silent treatment next time around. He goes up hacking and fouls it.
And this is his hot zone versus the Pirates. Likes the ball middle in. We saw that last night on the 1,000th hit of Adam LaRoche's career, the bases clearing double. And like a lot of hitters, he likes that fastball right down the middle, or that pitch right down the middle. 500 average.
Off speed away. Meanwhile, James McDonald, 4 consecutive quality starts. 2-1 with a 1.86 his last 4 times out, and the 186 opponent's batting average. He had Adam way out ahead on that one. And Trent Jewett, another former Pirate guy.
If you remember in Pittsburgh, when LaRoche was hitting, they took Pedro Alvarez and they put him way out in right field. So he was somewhere out here. And they went with the wishbone defense against LaRoche. But you saw the line drive last night, first time up to left field. Clint Hurdle deciding to keep his third baseman closer to shortstop than putting him in right field.
Low and inside, 2-2. Well, you love it when a player who does all the basic things right causes somebody else with some out of the world ideas to kind of bring things back to normal now, as LaRoche has done to the Pirates defensively. And a 2-2 coming. He offered. No swing, says Tony Randazzo. Adam, by the way, 19 walks, just out of the top 10 in the league. And his on-base percentage is .429. Only 5 hitters in the league are higher. Got him on a pitch up. 3 strikeouts out of 4 batters so far. And Bryce Harper comes in after igniting some things early last night.
First big league triple for Bryce Harper. He missed his 3rd home run in as many days. Watch the back knee. Reggie Jackson style right here after he makes contact. Almost knee to the ground. Just off the middle of the fence in right center field. Little stumble around second base, but Bryce Harper checking in with his first major league triple.
We see more guys do that because going 3 bases is the thing you do the least amount of times on the bases. How many times do you triple in your career? And it's interesting how many guys have a little trouble around second base when they've got 90 feet to go.
You'll hear guys in the dugout from time to time joke that you don't get paid for triples. That's why you stop at second base for doubles.
Well, there are guys like Jose Reyes who get paid for triples, and Juan Pierre.
That's true.
Bryce Harper, though, bunch of extra base hits lately. He has at least 1 extra base hit in his last 3 games. We'll see how he battles back here from an 0-2 count.
We saw the first pitch to Bryce Harper from James McDonald. It was a changeup. He only throws that pitch 4% of the time, a lot like Jordan Zimmerman. He doesn't like to throw it, but he broke it out for Harper. First pitch.
That's got to be a swing. 5 in a row for McDonald. and 4 of them on strikeouts.
This is a guy who's got a lot of confidence this year as opposed to last year. And you can see the body language on the mound right there. There's the curveball I've been talking about. When he has that thing spinning, it's a tough AB. He took a no-hitter into the 7th inning on April 25th against the Rockies, and Troy Tulowitzki broke it up with an infield single. So he's got no-hit stuff.
Left after 7 with that game tied at 1. They eventually lost it 2-1. Danny Espinosa with a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. He has hit safely 7 of his last 8 games. He's faced McDonald 3 times in his career and had 2 hits. Two and 1.
Let's see if Danny gets a 2-1 fastball right here. 2 outs, nobody on. Facing the 6th hitter. See if he gets a challenge fastball.
Foul ball off his foot. Counts even.
With a 2-1 slider. And that'll tell you something about what James McDonald's thinking about tonight. Maybe more confidence in his off speed than he does in his fastball. This will tell you what's coming. If only I could have saw that when I was hitting.
He goes off speed, down and away. What a 2 innings for James McDonald, 27 years of age. 6 in a row, 5 on strikeouts. Script cap presented by ExxonMobil. That's the giveaway for Saturday night. 7:15 game against the Orioles. First 30,000 fans get it. You must enter through the center field gate to receive the promotional item on Saturday. Nationals.com/tickets. Some restrictions apply. Ross Detweiler will be pitching that night. Steven Strasburg goes on Sunday after Edwin Jackson tomorrow night. Top of the 3rd for the Pirates. Top of the order, Tabata, Walker, and McCutchen. Right over the mound. Espinosa's play. Well played. On the run across his body.
You're thinking, nice play, Danny Espinosa, but when you're talking about working together with Ian Desmond and these guys knowing each other, watch Ian Desmond stop because he knows that Danny's got that ball. Good communication between the 2 middle infielders. If you don't play with a guy every day, maybe you crash into him right there, and the shortstop tries to come across and take the ball. But because those guys have been playing together for a year and some change now, they know when to go get it and when not to. That's the advantage of playing with your partner every single day out there. They know each other.
Next up is Neil Walker. Zimmerman struck him out. Hasn't struck out a hitter since, but he's getting outs to contact. 41 pitches, first 2 innings, though, 27 strikes. Those hits by Barajas and Harrison extended what appeared to be a short second inning. 2-0.
Seems like a very small strike zone for Jordan Zimmerman so far in this game. James McDonald's been getting the calls on the corner so far, and Jordan hasn't.
Well, you know who's next. And you know what I am thinking about saying about this number 2 hitter. Got to get him out.
Yeah, I don't know where you go with McCutchen anymore. I was thinking away was the ticket. Go ahead and throw the fastballs away and see what he could do.
Yeah.
Jordan Zimmerman hit his spot, and he just said, okay, you're going to go away. I'll hit it into your bullpen.
Yeah, maybe 4 junkers away, and if you walk him, you're walking.
I mean, I thought the Nationals did a great job with Matt Kemp in Los Angeles, and what they do, they crowded him. They threw fastballs in all day, especially in situations where you couldn't pitch around him. And Jason Worth telling Davey Johnson, yeah, let's crowd him.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, FP.
Base hit. Pirates have 4 hits now against Jordan Zimmerman, who at times has had a hard time putting away hitters with 2 strikes. Here's that pitch away and the difference in this game.
You look at Jesus Flores, his glove didn't even move. But McCutchen all over that, and the way James McDonald's pitching right now, that seems pretty big.
There's the in target. Oh my gosh. Look what he does to that. Fortunately, hooking before it got to the 336 mark. He says, yeah, pitch me inside.
The game is moving so slow for him right now. It's just ridiculous. Everybody else, the game's moving pretty fast for. He's playing in slow motion, locked in the zone. Doesn't matter where you pitch him. He's getting the barrel of the baseball. That ball just hooking foul at the last second, but he got all of it. Slider away.
Jordan got a little more of the plate than he wanted to with that, but it had such good dip. A swing and a miss.
A lot of red right there.
Haven't thrown him down and in.
Or up and in.
Man. I'd have to buzz the tower here.
Looks like they're gonna.
Well, he's starting to remind me of, against the Nats, of a right-handed Raul Ibanez, who we watched punish this ball club for 5 years and never, ever backed away from a pitch upstairs.
There's something to be said for being a little bit uncomfortable in there.
Yeah. So after the inside target, then the throw over, and now the breaking ball low and away. Still have the count well in your favor if you're the pitcher.
What if you try up? Fastball in his eyes.
Slider away. And it's Jordan Zimmerman's decision. It's Jesus Flores' suggestion. And if Jordan's not comfortable throwing him the fastball, throw a pitch you're committed to.
I think all these pitchers have so much confidence in Jesus Flores that whatever he throws down, they're good with.
That's the eyes of radar lock right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They go soft again.
And when you're going as good as McCutchen is, you see the ball right out of the pitcher's hand. You pick up rotation early. You're able to decipher ball and strike early, what pitch it is early, so that you make the decision way earlier than you usually do when you're going bad. He knows what it is right out of his hand. Game's moving slow.
Runner on the move, and that ball is fouled. PNC Bank, for the Achiever in You solutions that help you achieve your financial goals. Second time in the last couple of weeks we've checked in on Nathan Carnes at A-Ball Hagerstown. 6 more good innings last night.
We're going to have some of these guys calling their agents saying, you know what, I was in the minor league report twice in 1 week. I need to move up a level.
Too short. Desmond Espinosa. And a 6-4-3. Nats getting McCutchen out for the 3rd time in this series. And maybe a little momentum heading back to the dugout. Ball hit sharply. The Nats have turned 23 double plays this year. Bottom of the 3rd coming up with Rick Ankiel, Jesus Flores, and Jordan Zimmerman. Against a pitcher who only 1 batter has touched in the first 2 innings, and that's a Roger Bernardina. Sharply hit ground ball to second.
As a Nats hitter, if you're sitting in that dugout watching McDonald with a good out pitch tonight, you might want to get on that first fastball. He's showing you he can throw it for a strike and he can throw it for an out pitch.
There it is.
He's getting ahead with the fastball, then going to his slider curveball combination. Even broke out a changeup to Bryce Harper, which he doesn't throw very often.
Another fastball. Ankiel late for it. No balls, 2 strikes.
And I think another thing that's making his off speed so good is his fastball's crisp, 93 to 95 tonight. So it's not like he's just laying an 89-mile-an-hour fastball in there. He's got some zip on it.
Ankiel strikes out on a fastball up. As you enjoy a cold one, we invite you to look forward to Miller time later in the game. It's brought to you by Miller Lite. Something just dawned on me. It is something I have not heard you utter all season long. The crispy fastball. You talked about that a lot last year. I haven't heard of any crispy fastballs yet. You saving that for a while?
No, I just got in the thesaurus in the off season. Want to use more than 1 word to describe a pitch this year.
Well, you did go crisp on us a moment ago. That's over but low to Jesus Flores.
Just moving that fastball around. Pretty much staying on the outer 3rd with it early in the count. Not really challenging guys, not using a lot of the plate. Been living on the black with 93, 94, and then going to his slider curves.
Some severe damage there, and Flores actually got around, got the big part of the bat on it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Best earned run averages in the month of May. Bud Norris, pretty good when the Nats saw him. We'll see Carlos Zambrano soon. Flores strikes out. 8 hitters, 7 strikeouts, and 6 in a row swinging. Check it on the Nissan pitch track.
James McDonald doing his best Steven Strasburg in Pittsburgh impersonation right now. 6 strikeouts in a row. And that was a slider right there. Tight one and dirty. Nothing you could do. You got to get that first fastball before you get to that. Easy to say up here. Hard to do down there.
Check out Nissan's National Tent event for a limited time. Bonus cash on popular models. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your local dealer. Jordan Zimmermann, 1 for 12 this year. 16 career hits. Gets the bat on the ball. And McCutchen will just take a stroll toward that. 9 straight to start the game for the dominant James McDonald. Just a good time. It's Miller time. Kind of like McDonald time around here, the way the Pittsburgh starter has gotten underway here. Jordan Zimmermann trying to match him pitch for pitch after an outstanding performance in a hitter's ballpark last Saturday.
Yeah, a little smooth pour going in Cincinnati with the slider fastball combination. He had it going on. 9 strikeouts. Said it was the best he felt all season long. And watch the last one. Maybe a little help from Eric Cooper. Wilson Ramos standing up to catch the strike 3 call, but Jordan Zimmermann had it going on. All 3 pitches were electric last Saturday in Cincinnati.
Is that a little more off speed than we usually see from Jordan, who's got the good fastball?
Maybe a little bit, but he's had a couple of jams he's had to get out of tonight. And that last 6-4-3 slow down double play against McCutchen was a nice job. He set him up nicely with a combination of fastball, slider, curveball. He showed him everything, but he was staying away with the off speed, got him to roll over to shortstop. That's a tough guy to double up.
Pedro Alvarez, Garrett Jones, and Casey McGee. Lefty, lefty, righty here in the top of the 4th. Alvarez bounced out softly to Adam LaRoche first time up. Rubber game of the season series between the Nats and the Pirates. If I remember correctly, because of a quirk in the schedule last year, the Pirates came here twice. Occasionally you will play a team from another division more than home and home. It was Pittsburgh last year. But the Nats are done with Cincinnati, and after tonight, that's it for the Berg. 3-0 pitch, he was ripping. Didn't rip it very well. Can of corn, left field. Roger Bernardino.
And that's a thank you very much for Jordan Zimmermann. You get into a 3-0 count, you get a little help on a 3-0 hack. That was going to be a 5 or 6 pitch at bat. Turned out to be a short 4 pitch at bat.
Next up, Garrett Jones. Ground ball to Danny Espinosa at second base, first time.
And that's the fastball with the late life. We talk to hitters that face Jordan Zimmermann, and they'll tell you he's got that late life on his fastball, jumps on you the last 5 feet, and that was a good example right there. 93 up, and Jones was late.
That tapper handled by Luis Silverio, the Pirates' first base coach.
Pretty good changeup right there from Zimmermann.
Next up would be Casey McGee. Important out here with a struggling hitter coming up next, and there's a swing and a miss. Jordan Zimmermann's first strikeout since Neil Walker, the second hitter back in the first.
And that's usually the kill pitch to lefties, the slider down and in. That was a tight, short slider, and I'll guarantee you if you asked Garrett Jones, he would tell you he thought it was a fastball all the way. You can't really see the dot on that. It's so tight. It looks like a fastball. You go to swing, it drops under your hands.
Here's Casey McGee, as I mentioned, having a tough time. Wow, look at that line on James McDonald. 49 pitches, 27 strikes. The only thing about his evening is, with all the strikeouts, it's taken him nearly 50 pitches to pitch 3 innings. Casey McGee is 0 for his last 15. Does have a sac fly in this series. That came in the 8th inning last night. Right after the Nats busted it open with that 3-run 7th.
That's
cruising to a 7-4 win. Yeah,
excuse me, partner.
That is. So the zone not doing any favors tonight, huh?
Well, I'm sure Pitch Track will have it as a ball, but I got that as a strike. Whenever a catcher sets up on the black, he hit his glove, he doesn't move it. Usually that pitch gets called.
Want to correct something? I got some wrong numbers. It's 39-27, McDonald's pitch count. Picture perfect baseball night here in mid-May. Nice crowd gathered. Second game of a short 2-game series before Battle of the Beltways madness gets underway tomorrow night. Here's another 3-2 pitch. And Jordan, I don't think he's retired a batter on a 3-2 count yet. First walk.
Might be getting out there a little quick. I've watched a couple of fastballs from Jordan tonight that have kind of cut into a left-handed hitter. Usually he doesn't feature a cutter. That just tells me maybe he's flying open a little bit, cutting it across. A lot of times you talk to pitchers, they'll tell you when they're overthrowing, that's when the ball will cut out of nowhere.
Rod Barajas worked a long count, then extended that second inning with a 2-out base hit. And he hits one high in the air left field. Pirates lead 3-0. A 2-out walk to a 210 hitter, and then a home run by a 190 hitter. The Pirates continue to battle the Nats. Very tough this year.
So make it 18 for his last 36. Barajas is heating up, and this is a location mistake. That fastball was supposed to be down and away, and it was right into Barajas' turbo zone. That's where he likes it, folks. Down and in. He dropped a head on it, and that was a bomb. 3-0 Pirates. So maybe not so much wild throwing balls, but right there, wild in the strike zone, and it cost him.
He jams Josh Harrison. Adam LaRoche right there. Oh, those 2-out walks. The Nats still looking for the first base hit. Desmond, Bernardina, Zimmerman straight ahead, 4th inning. Connect on your iPad. The Cox game summary. Jordan Zimmerman, 73 pitches in just 4 innings, and a very damaging walk to McGee before the Barajas homer. All the Pirates RBIs on home runs. McCutchen earlier. James McDonald is the story of this game, though. 7 strikeouts so far for McDonald. He's had the fastball, curve, slider combination working well. Look at that. I mean, that's just unhittable. That one's the same. So getting to a 2-strike count. The punch-out pitch has been the fastball, the curveball, and the slider. So all 3 for strikes. And there's a certain phrase that I've had locked and loaded all night long that I haven't had a chance to say. Hanging breaking ball, it appeared. Ian couldn't get over the top of it. Desmond caught looking first time on a borderline pitch that was a good one. All the other strikeouts have been swinging.
And that's the pitch right there. The disappearing slider from McDonald. His off speed has just been unreal.
He's going to get punched out, Desmond is, on a delayed call by Alan Porter. What was that, a changeup or a backup breaking ball inside corner?
I think it was a backup slider, 80 miles an hour. Let's see if it was a strike. I mean, not to the target by any means, but all of a sudden you got Alan Porter back there in a little bit of a groove with James McDonald, and he's looking for strikes. So that's twice that Desmond struck out on questionable calls looking tonight.
Here's Roger Bernardina, one of only 2 Nats to put the ball in play. Jordan Zimmerman the other. That ball is killed, but foul. Halfway up the upper deck. One of the hardest balls we've ever seen Roger Bernardina hit.
And that might be the last fastball Roger sees tonight. He was all over that. Wow.
Nice play up there, buddy. That was a rocket.
Those people, when they came to the game today, thought, there's no way we're getting a foul ball. Watch this. Fastball was supposed to be away. About a 2-glove mistake on the inner half, and Roger just a hair quick. And he sees another fastball.
Yeah, he elevated it. Then he goes change up away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Zimmerman, strikeout victim number 2, his first time up. Bernardina pulls it right side. Diving stop. Casey McGee out on a close play at first base.
You start making plays like that, you start to think. Casey McGee, known as a third baseman, playing first base this year for the Pirates, going in the hole, making a great play, hitting McDonald on the run, and it was bang bang at first. McDonald doing a nice job, great feed by McGee, and they got it right. Check it out right here, ball in the glove. Or did they?
No, he was safe.
Upon further review, he was.
Larry Vanover called Adam LaRoche out at second base in New York on a would-be double to left field. It eventually cost the Nationals the game. So they've had 2 bang-bang plays with that umpire this year and have lost both of them. Now that was a lot tougher to call than the one in New York.
Well, they listen for sound. And you talk to umpires all the time. They listen to the sound in the glove and the sound of the foot hitting the base. And when there's no second sound, meaning Bernardina sliding his hands and going to the base, a lot of times you see a guy slide, they just bang it because you're sliding. They're already predetermining that, hey, I'm not going to have 2 sounds right here. They try to look down there and get it right, but because they don't have the 2 sounds of the glove and the foot on the base, sometimes it's guesswork. And when they see a guy slide, it's advantage defense every single time.
Boy, Bernardina was really flying down that line. Now quickly, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Zimmerman. Ryan will take that one low and away. LaRoche next. Zimmerman 0 for 4 career against McDonald.
And I like what Ryan did right there. Step out, hit on your terms. The guy's in some kind of groove right now. Maybe mess up his rhythm a little bit because he's just getting it and throwing it all 3 pitches for strikes.
Ryan walks away. He knows that's strike 3. 9 strikeouts in 4 innings. And a bang-bang play at first preserves the you-know-what. Grenade here for his teammates. Pierogi out ahead. He would take out 3 of the enemy by the time the race was done. And then tall Tom Jefferson takes the tape just ahead of Abe. Now that's unpredictable. Here's James McDonald, top of the 5th inning. I had no idea that was going to happen.
All right, I'm back.
I was just saying, get off your cough switch and laugh with me, will you? I'm a Lone Ranger here.
I almost fell out of the booth. I didn't want to blow out people's speakers at home. I was laughing so hard right there.
McDonald bounced out to Adam LaRoche first time up.
Oh, goodness.
I don't think the Pierogies are ever going to win here. I'm not sure the Presidents will ever win at PNC Park.
See, that's a good pitch. He's not getting the call. McDonald's getting every single call.
Yeah, it takes Tony Randazzo on the appeal.
I mean, where was the pitch?
I just saw a slight turn of Jesus Flores' helmet right there. I think Jesus had a word about that one, and that's on the corner. So maybe Jesus sells strike 2 and gets strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Jordan Zimmermann. Take the Nats with you everywhere you go this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today. See every Nationals out-of-market game live, online, on your favorite device in HD quality. Visit Nationals.com to order and to get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. Got an email from Mark Lerner's good buddy Steve Feldman, who's watching on MLB.tv in Naples, Florida tonight. So wherever you are, you can take us with you. Jose Tabata takes one that just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tabata 0 for 2 strikeout. And that bouncer up the middle retired on a good play by Danny Espinosa. Drills that ball right field line, slicing into the seats down in that corner.
And if you're Jordan Zimmermann right now, you just got to keep pounding the strike zone. Hope that your team can hang around and that you have a chance to get in the Pirates bullpen. And I would imagine it would be tough if you're watching what's going on the other side with McDonald being so dominant so far in this game to keep your focus where it needs to be.
18 pitches first inning, then 13, then 15, and then 22 in that 4th inning because of the walk. He had retired the first 2 hitters, and he was facing Casey McGee, who was 0 for 15 and walked him. And then Rod Barajas really drilled one. Pirates have 2 homers tonight. That's a great breaking ball away. 2 consecutive Ks and 5 in the game.
And when Jordan's slider is tight like that, that's when you see the strikeouts. You see it right there, 88 miles an hour, almost like a cut fastball. Not a whole lot of tilt to it, but just enough to get it off the barrel of a bat. If you put it in play, and right there with enough late break to swing and miss.
Neil Walker 1 for 2. Zimmerman's first career start against the Pirates.
And he hasn't pitched bad at all. I would think if you asked him, the only thing he might be a little upset about is the walk to Casey McGee. And you're going to give up some home runs here or there. It's going to happen when you throw as hard as Jordan does. That's part of the game. But you're watching the body language right now, and he is none too happy with the strike zone.
On a ball away, sharply hit to Desmond. He guns it over, and that's it for the top of the 5th inning. Adam LaRoche, Bryce Harper, Danny Espinosa straight ahead. LaRoche easily the most consistent, most dangerous Nationals hitter this year. On to the bottom of the 5th inning. McDonald, perfect so far. And if you're at the ballpark this weekend, stop by the Ram 1500 display for your chance to win a lunch for 4 with Drew Storen. The 2012 Ram 1500 hard charging power, easy going gas mileage. Adam LaRoche drills one deep right center. It is caught by McCutchen up against the wall. And the Pirates are doing everything they can with the gloves to keep things perfect.
Are you kidding me? What a great play by McCutchen. And I thought this ball was off the wall, extra bases all the way, and Andrew McCutchen says not so fast, and he bobbled it.
That ball came real close to hitting the wall, didn't it?
Yeah, that's why I stopped right there. I want to see it again. We can't see from up here with the naked eye, but no, that looks good to me. Jumps up, hits his glove, off the heel of his glove, and look at the concentration. There's a guy in Pittsburgh named Lynn Swan that knows a little bit about that.
Yeah, he got it before it hit the wall. And here's Bryce Harper. So 2 of the last 3 hitters have seen good plays made against them. Casey McGee on Bernardino, McCutchen on LaRoche. Harper struck out swinging his first time. Nats are showing signs of life with the bats here.
But if you're in the Nats dugout right now, obviously you're trying to get back in this baseball game. But when you see the play that McGee made at first base, and you see the play that McCutchen just made in center field, you start thinking too.
You know, talking about that previous play last inning, I just wonder, since the Jim Joyce fiasco a couple of years ago, in a no-no game, bang, bang, it's going to go to the pitcher.
Man, that wasn't that easy of a call. I mean, you got to give him a little break right there, because you got a guy sliding, a pitcher cover, and a guy diving for the ball, a lot going on. That was easy for us to see on the third-rate replay. But Larry Vanover doesn't get 3 replays. He gets 1 shot. It's moving fast down there.
Swing and a miss by Harper. 3-2 now.
That's what I always say. If it takes us 3 replays to go, oh, he missed it, then he got it right. He doesn't have 3 replays. He doesn't have 4 camera angles. He doesn't have the Exmo. We do.
And a 3-2 just outside. Well, there goes the perfect game.
And pretty good take by Bryce Harper. Let's see, it was close. Ian Desmond rung up on a similar pitch his first time up. The ball was on the other side of the plate. All of a sudden, the Nats have their first base runner of the night, and it's Bryce Harper.
Yeah, and one swing away from being right back in the game. Harper 1 for 2 in steals.
And this is when you could take advantage of the fact that James McDonald hasn't been in the stretch all night long. You wait all the way to the 5th inning, you haven't worked on your mechanics out of the stretch. Maybe you can jump him right here and put up a couple of runs real quick. You get used to that wind-up, you get used to the rhythm, and you haven't been in the stretch all night long.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Sometimes that can mess a pitcher up. Check out the slugging Nats. Most home runs since May 4th. 20 home runs in their last 12 games.
Upstairs on 0-2.
And usually if a pitcher shows you that fastball in your eyes, he'll follow it up with a big curveball. Because they both start the same way. One's a ball and one will come down for a strike.
Espinosa out to left field. It'll play for Jose Tabata. Circles behind it for the second out. Harper tags and returns. So the Nats have made contact twice around a walk in this inning. Tremendous contact by LaRoche. And here's Rick Ankiel, who was strikeout victim number 6, starting the third.
And where we sit in this booth, in the angles we have on line drives in the gap, we know pretty quickly if it's going to get in the gap or not. And I thought that ball LaRoche hit was headed for the gap. There was no way that McCutchen was going to get to that ball, and he just flat out ran it. And then to have the concentration to stay with that when you're on the warning track up against the wall after you bobble it. Unreal.
2-0 pitch, and that's a strike. Ankiel, a pretty good rip. Now the MO that we've seen by opponents on him lately. Get 2 strikes, fastball, straight up, take it right up the ladder. It's a pitch Rick really has a hard time laying off.
It's the toughest pitch for a lefty to lay off from a right-hander because it looks like it's coming down. It looks big. It looks like you can hit it.
And he pulls the string on him. So now, no hits for the Nats through 5. McCutchen off the heel, able to grab it before it touched the center field wall, and the Nats are still hitless. at Nationals Park. And the top of the 6th coming up. 3-4-5 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sunday, 1:35 against the Orioles. First 10,000 fans, 12 and under. A kids t-shirt presented to them by ExxonMobil. You must enter through the center field gate to receive the t-shirt. Nationals.com/tickets. Some restrictions apply. That's a little discomforting when you get stared down by those two guys.
That's like a bad nightmare I had once.
Wow. That's a couple of big coconuts there. Here's Andrew McCutchen launching one to left field. The Nats throw him fastballs. They throw him changeups. They try to hit a ball off the wall. And McCutchen has the answer for everything. There are 40,000 people in and around the ballpark saying, "Are you kidding me?"
I mean, quite simply, just one of the best players in the game today. Got a backup slider from Jordan Zimmerman. And as soon as he made contact, you knew that one was out of the park. It was just a matter of how far was it going to go. I mean, have a night, Andrew McCutchen. Are you kidding me?
Alvarez trying to go back-to-back. So McCutchen, what's that? 1 home run against Major League Baseball, 4 against the Nats.
And Barajas has 3, and 2 are against the Nats.
And I still haven't seen a high-tight fastball to either of them. There was a time.
Well, the game has changed, Carp. I understand what you're saying, but if you throw a high and tight fastball nowadays, you miss 2 starts.
Yeah, they'll throw you out because they're reading your mind. Up the middle, Desmond. Good play to his left. And then he throws it off the facing of the dugout, but no further advancement by the runner. So they could rule it a base hit.
And I think there was a little fumble on the exchange from the glove to the hand from Ian Desmond. He does a nice job of getting this ball, but you see it rolling around right there. And that's a tough play for one reason and one reason only. When you spin inside like that, your head is moving. It's tough to pick up a target. It's just a big blur over there, and you kind of throw to where you think LaRoche is. Not an easy play.
That's Ian Desmond's 3rd error of this homestand. Garrett Jones 0 for 2. Jordan Zimmerman is due to bat second in the bottom of the 6th.
Craig Stammen getting loose in the Nationals bullpen. Pitch number 93 coming up for Jordan Zimmerman. We watched Matt Kemp in Los Angeles when he was at the peak of his hot streak. And I'm more impressed with what I've seen from Andrew McCutchen this year than I am with Matt Kemp. And I've said, gone on record saying I think Matt Kemp is the best player in baseball right now. But after seeing McCutchen in the 2 series he's played against the Nationals, I don't know.
Yeah, and who gets more protection in his lineup, Matt Kemp or Andrew McCutchen?
Yeah.
Easily Matt Kemp. I mean, there's really nothing protecting McCutchen here. Guys behind him hitting right now about 210, 240, 200. He's doing it on his own. Locked up is Garrett Jones. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, we're just not used to games like this. This pitching staff just hasn't dealt with other teams hitting 3 home runs in a ball game. Runner holding. That ball lofted out to right. Harper on his way in, fast and furious, and he's got it for the first out. Good running catch.
The best thing Danny Espinosa did right there was peel off because Bryce had a head of steam going, and that's one guy you don't want to run into. McCutchen,
Barajas, the 2 Bucks that have been the Nats' nemesis over the last week in the 5 meetings between these 2 teams. Filling up the box score, those 2. Good breaking ball there, outside corner.
Pitch number 100 coming from Jordan Zimmerman.
Yeah, this figures to be it. Number 8 due up. Bottom 6.
And that was a pretty good take by McGee on a good curveball from Jordan.
.105 pitches, 74 strikes in Cincinnati. He had 100 earlier this year against the Reds. Right here. McGee reaching, can't reach it. Strikeout number 6, 2 down here in the 6th. The Orioles will be in town tomorrow night. Edwin Jackson, Jake Arrieta at 7:05, 7:15 Saturday night. Ross Detweiler and Jason Hamill. Fox will have the game. And then on Sunday, Steven Strasburg and Wei Yin Chen, who is 4-0 with a 2.45 ERA before the Nats head off to Philadelphia.
I'm pumped to do some games with Mike Bordick. Old shortstop, old second baseman in the booth. We're going to turn some 2s during the commercial break.
There's a line drive foul.
Bring my glove, bring a couple baseballs, work on some feeds.
Should we get some white tape and lay out an infield in here?
Yeah, you can come try to break it up. I'll drop down low.
I'll let Jim Hunter do that. If you drill him, I get 9 innings.
I'm dropping down low. You better get down, Jim.
Rod Barajas with a base hit and a 2-run homer. By the way, the Phillies and the Cubs have traded runs in the first. Roy Halladay going at Wrigley Field tonight. .4-0 Pittsburgh out hitting the Nats. 6-zip. Barajas made an offer to breaking ball.
Josh Harrison on deck. He's got a single tonight. First time up. 1 for 2.
One ball and 2 strikes. Braves, by the way, all over Miami now. 4-0. Freddie Freeman's hit his 7th homer of the year. They're in the top of the 5th inning at Atlanta. Brandon Beachy going for Atlanta tonight. Mets won their game this afternoon.
Next pitch for Jordan will be a season high, 106.
Ball gets away from Jesus Flores. Second base for Pedro Alvarez. On the wild pitch.
And we've seen it before. We saw it with Steven Strasburg the other day. The 11 strikeout performance or the 13 strikeout performance. And then you come back and how much gas is in your tank. And I think you can make the same argument with Jordan tonight. He hasn't pitched poorly, but struck out 9 his last time out. And you see the toll that takes on a pitcher.
Barajas reaching for that one, and Keel has it. That's it for the 6th inning, and probably Jordan Zimmermann tonight. 4-0 Bucks. Brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Navy Federal Credit Union, serving the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, the Department of Defense, and their families. Federally insured by NCUA. Beautiful evening at the Jefferson and here at Nationals Park. We invite you to check out Nationals memorabilia, sections 112 and 113 when you're here at the ballpark. Log on to memorabilia at nationals.com. Game used, autographed, and team issued. That's a game used bat by Danny Espinosa. We love the dirty Zimmermann jersey, by the way. Tyler Clippard, I'm sure, struck out somebody with that number 36 on.
And that's the Bat Died a Hero collection.
Little scoring change here. The ball hit to Desmond last half inning, now ruled a base hit by Pedro Alvarez.
Man, not an easy play.
No problem with that at all. Steve Lombardozzi to bat for Jordan Zimmermann here in the 6th. Jesus Flores, he breaks his bat and hooks one foul. Nationals box, nothing in there except a 3-2 pitch that barely missed to Bryce Harper last inning.
Well, if Jesus Flores doesn't get it done right here, and I wouldn't be so sure he's not going to, a secret weapon on deck with a Goon Squad t-shirt on that might get the job done.
Flores with a line drive hit. Left field corner. Jesus digging for 2.
And after 5+ innings, folks, there goes the no-hitter. And that was a nice piece of hitting by Jesus Flores. So that's the first thing you got to take care of every day is the no-hitter, and the Nats get it done in the 6th inning here. I think that might have been the first mistake for McDonald this game, a hanger, and Flores was all over it.
Lombardozzi does most of his damage when he's starting a ball game. He did collect his first pinch hit this week, and that's going to drop in for his second. Bo Porter will stop the runner at third, and then there was a boot in the outfield, and the alert Lombardozzi goes to second base.
I mean, every time this guy gets in the game, he makes something happen, whether he's starting, coming off the bench. That's 3 for his last 3 off the bench. And it depends on how they rule this, but they could all be doubles. Lombardozzi ready to hit. He always finds a way to get the barrel to the baseball. And watch the hustle right out of the box. He's thinking 2 already. If this drops, I'm going to be on second. A little bobble right there. And Lombardozzi doesn't slow down a bit. The hustle into second base. And folks, that lit this crowd up, and it definitely got the attention of his teammates in the dugout.
And they give him a double, back-to-back extra base hits. Now the ballpark's coming alive, and here's Ian Desmond. Strike, inside edge.
Right now, Ian Desmond's thinking, what did I do to deserve all these borderline calls to go against me tonight?
Struck out looking first inning. Struck out looking K victim number 8 in the 4th.
I mean, Lombardozzi is the kind of player that makes you want to go down the elevator, run out on the field, and give him a high five right now. Every time he gets in the game, he makes something happen. I love watching that guy play.
One pitch. On the edge, outer half this time.
And it seems to me maybe that Ian Desmond's a little in between tonight. What do I mean by that? Not sure whether it's going to be a fastball or curveball, maybe caught in between of both.
Hits that ball hard to the left side. Alvarez handles it and guns him out. Really no chance with a catcher running at third base to have contact play on there. Now it's Roger Bernardina. The Nats have to really plate. Well, you got to have 1 run, and you really want both of them to get back in the game when you're down by 4. I mean, they pick up 2 here. They're in pretty good shape the rest of the way. Bernardina hit the tar out of the ball last time, foul, upper deck, before he bounced out on a bang-bang play when Casey McGee made a really good play at first base. Breaking ball drops in. McDonald's been unpredictable tonight with his pitch selection.
You can read Roger Bernardina's lips right there. He said, that's up.
Back-to-back doubles, but not a run scored. And you can't blame Bo Porter at all for holding Jesus Flores with nobody out on a bloop to left center. Bo didn't know Tabata was going to boot the ball.
Now down by 4, you better be sure if you send a runner, especially with nobody out. Roger Bernardina has to shorten up right here and try to put the ball in play up the middle somewhere to get his ball club on the board.
2 outs. Strikeout number 11. And that strike 1 call on the breaking ball that Bernardina thought was high really turned around that at bat. It's up to Zimmerman.
After seeing a couple of curveballs up in his eyes, maybe he's thinking this is another one. And by the time he decides it's a fastball, it's too late.
Yeah. But I think that first pitch really influenced his decision to swing there. You know, if it's 1-1, you spit on that pitch. Ryan has struck out twice. Base hit right field. Flores scores. Here comes Lombardozzi. Zimmerman has cut the deficit in half, and he is safe at second base.
And that's a bad play by Garrett Jones. That ball's got to go into second base all the way. Now the Nats can make it a one-run game with another two-out hit, and their hottest hitter coming to the plate.
And Ryan Zimmerman, FP, gets that long-awaited RBI hit going the other way.
Yeah, on a pitch away, and he stays on it. Stays through the baseball right there. Great job of getting a good jump by Lombardozzi at second base. But if you're Garrett Jones right here, why would you try to throw out Lombardozzi? You're up by 4 runs. Now it's 3 runs. Now it's 2 runs, and you airmail the cutoff man. It allows Ryan Zimmerman to get into second base. Good hustle by Zimmerman on the back end. Not satisfied with 2 RBIs. Trying to get his team back in the game. That's good baseball. That's good hustle.
RBIs number 10 and 11 by Ryan Zimmerman. And now Ray Searage, the Pittsburgh pitching coach, will make a visit. So 3 hits in the inning, and suddenly a brand new ball game, especially if Adam LaRoche does something big here.
I mean, you got to know your runner on second base. If you know you got an above-average runner in Lombardozzi, even though the ball's hit hard to you, know the situation of the game. You throw a good low throw right there to McGee as the cutoff man. Now Zimmerman's got to put on the brakes at first just because the ball is low. Zimmerman read the trajectory of the throw. It was up high. That allowed him to keep rolling right there and get into scoring position and give his team a chance to make this a one-run game. It's heads-up baseball.
Left-hander Tony Watson for the Pirates. Bullpen suddenly getting busy. Adam LaRoche robbed of a double, maybe a triple, by McCutchen last time up. First pitch hacking and a foul ball. Keeps climbing that RBI chart, starting tonight with 29. Freddie Freeman has homered tonight for Atlanta.
And he would love to be in third place after this at-bat.
Off-speed pitch outside, 1-1. Braves now lead the Marlins 6-0. And the Phillies just got 3 in the second at Chicago. 4-1 there behind Roy Halladay. Fireworks here in D.C. suddenly. LaRoche goes the other way. That ball is carrying, and that ball is up against the wall. Zimmerman scores. LaRoche going for 3. He is safe. 4-3 ball game.
A guy that was a triple shy of the cycle last night gets his first triple of the year tonight, and all of a sudden the dugout's up, the crowd is into this, and it's a one-run game. And talk about a sweet swing, robbed of a double at least his last time up by Andrew McCutchen, going up against the wall in right center. There's no way Tabata's getting this one off the wall, and good hustle by Adam LaRoche, reading the ball off the wall, going all the way to third base with a stand-up triple. Game on.
And look who's been knocked out of the game after 5 2/3 innings. Hard to believe that James McDonald wouldn't pitch as far into the game as Jordan Zimmerman did tonight. The Nationals, 4 hits, 3 extra bases. Called to the bullpen, packaged by the UPS store. We love rallies, and we love logistics. W.B. Mason. Who but W.B. Mason? Adam LaRoche, 10th career triple in 9 years. He's at third base, tying run with 2 outs. It'll be a lefty-lefty matchup between the Pirates' only left-handed reliever, Tony Watson, and Bryce Harper. 18th appearance, just 8 hits and 13 2/3 for this lefty. 10 strikeouts, 4 walks. Opponent's only hitting $170. Man, this rally came out of nowhere. 8th inning last week, Harper struck out swinging in Pittsburgh by Tony Watson.
Give Jesus Flores credit for getting James McDonald in the stretch with a leadoff double and getting the Nats on the board with a hit.
Hard to believe that McDonald would be knocked out of this game and not even get through the 6th inning the way he was pitching.
But what do we always say, Carp? Third time around the order. Do you have stuff to cut through a major league lineup 3 times?
Yeah.
And the adjustments were made. Got a pitch, 2-0 fastball challenge, swing and a miss. But that's his turbo zone right there, middle in, belt high. And he was thinking about making this 5-4 Nats.
Good eye, ball 3. Just spitting on that breaking ball out there. Actually a heater that has some cut to it. And it'll be Espinosa next if the inning continues, and Danny, of course, can swing around to the right side.
If this is a fastball for a strike, his uniform might come off if he swings so hard. Watch this. He's going to let it fly.
94. He was late for it.
It's a little more under control. The 2-0 hack was going for the downs. This one, it looked like he was thinking about left center.
Sure was. The 3-2 pitch. Fights one off. Not a whole lot of lefties around who come in and throw 94 out of the bullpen.
Or they're going to challenge Bryce Harper when behind in the count. Usually we've seen sliders, curveballs, anything but a fastball from a lefty to Bryce.
4-3 ball game. 3-2 pitch again. Harper pops it up. Right near the mound. Tough play for the catcher. A tense moment for the Pirates. But the Nats used 3 extra base hits. Zimmerman, the big hit after the Flores double, the Lombardozzi pinch double. Ryan drove in 2. LaRoche goes oppo to make it a 3-run frame. No home runs in that inning, but 3 extra base hits for the Nats. Get them right back into the game. Get them into the Pittsburgh bullpen, and now all the momentum is on the home side.
Yeah, and this crowd tonight, a great crowd, has been waiting to cheer for something all night long. So McDonald was great. He had the no-hitter going, but give Jesus Flores for cracking the ice, getting the first hit, and Lombardozzi coming off the bench with the clutch double, and then Ryan Zimmerman with a big 2-out hit after it looked like McDonald might squirm out of that inning, but the big 2-out knock, and then how clutch has Adam LaRoche been all season long? It's just like when he walks up, you know something good's going to happen. And this time, not to the pull side. He went opposite field with the biggest hit of the game.
So your big boppers go opposite field for 3 RBIs. There's no telling what that swing could do to get Ryan Zimmerman going.
And we've been watching how teams have been working Ryan. It's been away, away, away. So that's a big swing.
Steve Lombardozzi stays in the game. Evidently, Davey Johnson would like to see him take a couple of more hacks tonight. Why not? Craig Stammen, first pitch. That's a fair ball from Josh Harrison. It hits that short wall and just dies. And the Pirates send a message. We're not going into the night here. That'll give them a chance to pinch hit now with Clint Barmas. Craig Stammen simply has been brilliant this year. Absolutely brilliant.
23 strikeouts versus just 4 walks. Lefties hitting 160 against him. Righties just 200 for a 187 total. Now he finds himself in a bit of a jam, trying to keep this game at 4-3.
Yeah, Barmas, who can handle a bat. In there to bunt. Deadens it perfectly down to Zimmerman. And look at LaRoche hit the deck as the sidearm throw goes right over the top of him to Espinoza.
And sometimes if you dive, it's not low enough where Ryan Zimmerman throws it from. And even though he had time to set his feet, he's far more comfortable throwing on the run. Watch LaRoche right here. He hits the deck on the throw from Zimmerman, and it's right on the money. Good job of advancing the runner by Clint Barmas off the bench. That's not easy, but a great play by Ryan Zimmerman. It makes it look very easy. It's not that easy.
So the Pirates a chance to steal one of those runs back immediately. Infield is in for Jose Tabata. Pirates leadoff man, 1 for 7 in the series with a base hit, a stolen base, and a run scored 8th inning last night. It's 2-0.
Stammen's got to go to his strikeout stuff. Davey Johnson trying to stop the bleeding right here as the infield in. Can't afford to give up any more runs. And with Josh Harrison at third base, if you're a Nats infielder right now, he's probably going on contact. You're going to have to field it cleanly, get rid of it, and make a good throw to Jesus Flores. He's going. You would think he would with a 1-run lead.
2-0 pitch. Foul tip and a strike.
Probably not where Craig Stammen wanted that slider, but he got away with one. He'll take it.
Had him reaching for a good breaking ball there. Counts even. Quite a game flow to this one. Enough to make you crave a Chili's triple dipper. Adam LaRoche style. Choose 3 appetizers from 10 delicious choices.
They're going to check and see if he went. Vanover says no. Let's check it out. You make the call. What do you think? No shot.
Lost him. And that means in this inning, barring a double play, McCutchen bats.
Well, that's maybe why Craig Stammen threw the 3-2 slider right there. He was going to go after him. If he decided to swing, great. If not, set up the double play. But now Clint Hurdle can play hit and run baseball if he wants to for a run.
3 for 3 against Craig Stammen with 2 home runs, Andrew McCutchen. So I've just put the jinx on him. Neil Walker to deal with now, 1 for 3.
A pretty good two-seam fastball right there by Stammen. Neil Walker hit that like it was a changeup. That's how much movement it had away.
Two on, 1 out in a 1-run game. 7th inning. By the way, when McDonald left the game, he set a new record for the most strikeouts against the Nationals ever while pitching fewer than 6 innings. 11. Byung-Hyun Kim had the previous mark. A lot of Ks for getting 17 outs tonight. But the Nats got him out of the game. Bouncing ball left side. No chance to turn 2 here, it would appear. Easily safe at first, and the Pirates pick up a run. Craig got the ground ball.
A pretty good effort by Danny Espinosa to hang tough right there and make it closer than you thought it was going to be. Neil Walker smelling an RBI, hustling down the line, but Espinosa in traffic right there did a nice job to make that even close. You can tell by the speed of the ball it wasn't going to be a double play, but a lot of guys will just take the force out at second, not hang tough and try to turn it. And gave it a good go.
McCutchen 2 for 3 with a pair of homers tonight. 4 for 7 in the series. Jumps on the first one, and Zimmerman fires over to get him. Pirates pick up a run. Time for 25,757 to stretch. 7th inning stretch brought to you by your Washington area Hyundai dealers. The Nats still very much in this one. .com or visit your local Dodge dealer today. And by That's My Boy, starring Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg, in theaters June 15th. Enjoy a new way to watch TV with Cox TV Connect on your iPad. It's our Cox game summary. Where do you start? Andrew McCutchen, pair of homers. Ryan Zimmerman, big 2-run single for the Nats. Adam LaRoche, 10th career triple for another RBI. What a 6th inning for the Nats.
Jesus Forrest leads it off with a double. There goes the no-hitter. And how about Lombardozzi off the bench? A double of his own, a hustle double. And after a couple of outs, Ryan Zimmerman comes up with a clutch 2-out knock to right field. And then the hottest hitter on the planet, Adam LaRoche. A single, a double, a homer last night. And he checks in with a triple tonight. So a cycle in 2 nights for Adam LaRoche. Call it a 2-game cycle. Why not?
Clint Barma stays into play short. So he's batting ninth. And Juan Cruz gets the call for the Pirates here. 16th game. Look at that ERA. He has helped them close 3 games with 3 saves and 14 innings, 13 hits. He just doesn't give up any runs. He's had some base runners, 6 walks, but 11 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .260. Danny Espinosa leads off bottom 7 for the Nationals. He drills one left center. Hanging up though, and dropped by Jose Tabata. Got there in plenty of time, just didn't make the connection. Huge break for the Nats.
And if you thought this team was going to go quietly into the night, you have not watched the Nationals baseball this year. This is a team that fights to the last out. They've done it all season long. Let's see how they score that one. Danny Espinosa got a good piece of that ball, but you're right, Carp. I thought that was getting the gap, and it hung up there longer than you would have thought. Good swing inside out. And it looked like he split the gap perfectly.
And had to reach up there at the end. They give Danny Espinosa a double. So the extra base hits are raining down for Washington here. 5 hits, 4 of them for extra bases. Here's Rick Ankiel.
It's a little home cooking right there for Danny Espinosa. He'll take it.
Nothing tastes better when you've had a tough year, huh?
Yep.
Rick Ankiel's got to advance this runner. He has struck out twice tonight. Side door breaking ball. It makes it back in time for a strike.
And Cruz a 4-pitch guy. Fastball, slider, cutter, change. And that was the frisbee right there. He'll throw that almost 20% of the time. He likes the cutter too.
Serious gas there, 95. And it's 0-2.
And that was the extra fastball. His fastball's been averaging 92 miles an hour all year. He humped up right there on Ankiel.
He goes breaking ball, and Rick Ankiel gets a piece of it.
And Ankiel looking to fight with 2 strikes just to hit a ground ball to the right side. Even though it's a 2-run game right here, it's only the 7th inning. And Nats would love to get that run right back that the Pirates just scored in the top of the 7th.
Five of Davey Johnson's last 8 hitters have hit safely. Cruz taking forever here.
Good teams take advantage of breaks.
Alvarez due to lead off the 8th for the Pirates. Sean Burnett warming. In fact, 2 lefties to lead it off, Alvarez and Jones. Ankiel takes it low, ball 2. Hard guy to walk. Rick has walked 6 times this year, struck out 28 times in 88 at bats. Way outside, ball 3. Had him 0-2.
And Rod Barajas is going to go out there and find out what his right-hander wants to throw and what all of a sudden has become the biggest pitch of this baseball game. And Clint Barmas going to go to the mound, see if they're going to change the signs up. But right now, Rick Ankiel has fought all the way back to a 3-2 count. And he is looking for something to pull right here if he can't get on base via the walk.
Three-two pitch, nobody out. Batter represents the tying run. And the fact that Ankiel's been able to foul off a couple of off-speed pitches has really extended this at bat.
And they got a changeup right there, 84 miles an hour, probably ball 4, but like you said, he's hard to walk.
That breaking ball bending way inside, but when Rick started his swing, it looked like a strike. Scrambling the dugout.
Gio smiling, odd.
Inside, Rick Ankiel draws a huge walk, bringing up Jesus Flores here in the 7th. And don't forget, Lombardozzi's still in the ballgame. He bats after Jesus here. That is the first walk the Pirates have given the Nationals tonight.
Pedro Alvarez going to go to the mound, talk to his right-hander. And does Davey Johnson put on the bunt right here with Jesus Flores? Down by 2.
I would. Would you?
I don't think he's going to. I have too much makeup on to make a decision up here right now, but I don't think he's going to put the bunt on. I think he's going to let him swing away, although Lombardozzi's been barreling up the baseball. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Who's on deck? Speed of the runners. Can the guy handle the bat in the box? Time of the game. All this stuff factors into it, but right now, Flores hit a double last time up. Davey Johnson's very aggressive. We'll see, but he might let him swing away.
One more thing to remember. After Lombardozzi is Desmond. After him is the pitcher spot, and the Pirates are out of left-handed relievers. So Chad Tracy comes into play. Might be a little early for him, we'll see. But Tracy is the presence in that dugout that could have an impact as early as the 7th inning tonight.
It's so nice to have a guy on the bench like Chad Tracy, not because of the results, but what he makes the other manager do.
Right. Flores pulls it back and takes a strike. He wanted to bunt the ball toward third base, and he didn't like the looks of that outside pitch.
Yeah, good point right there. It's tough to bunt an outside pitch to third base. McGee was all in his face, charging hard from first. So if you bunt that ball, it's probably going to go to first base. If you reach out and try to hook it back to third base, you can pop it up. It doesn't look like the Pirates have any kind of signs to put on a bunt play. They're doing a lot of communicating out there. You usually see the third baseman put on some kind of sign.
Squaring again, fighting it off. That's a brilliant bunt. Jesus Flores, 5-4 on the sacrifice, and the tying run goes to second base.
That's good baseball right there. And we've seen a lot of times this season where Davey's allowed his guys to hit in just such a situation. But you like the move right there.
Well, that replay shows he had that bat out there in catch position way early.
Knee to ground, too. If it's low, just go down with your legs, not your bat. You keep the barrel on top of the baseball. You get the ball on the ground. And because of the speed of the runners, Espinoza and Ankiel, it didn't have to be perfect, but it got the job done. Nice job, Jesus Flores.
Jesus Flores, first sacrifice bunt of the year. And now it's Lombardozzi, who doubled last time up. Infield is in only at third. Blocked by Rod Barajas.
Backhand save by Rod Barajas right here. You can't get over and get your body in front of that. That's such a pull across slider. The only thing you could do is use your glove and hope you get it, and he did. I'll tell you what, there's been more conferences this inning between Juan Cruz and Pedro Alvarez and Rod Barajas and Clint Barmas and take a couple shots here if you're Lombardozzi. Try to get your pitch, drive something into a gap, get yourself in scoring position, pick up both guys. If you get to a 2-strike count, it's the right man in the right spot. Spread out, play pepper with the middle infield. Get yourself an RBI and get your team a run.
Way inside, 2-1. When Cruz has missed this inning, he's missed in big fashion. Now the Pirates with another reliever warming up, Jason Grilli. Little tapper. No place Espinoza can go. 2 outs.
And besides first and third, that was the only place that Lombardozzi could hit it and not get an RBI.
It'll be up to Ian Desmond now with 2 outs. Chad Tracy already in the on-deck circle. Ian Desmond 0 for 3 tonight, his 6-game hitting streak on the line here. Struck out twice and grounded out against James McDonald.
Well, the Nats have gotten all 3 runs tonight on 2-out hits. The big hit by Ryan Zimmerman, Adam LaRoche triple off the left field wall. Let's see if Ian Desmond could do the same.
95 upstairs.
That was like a cross-up right there. Now Bra is going to go out and talk to Cruz for about the 15th time this inning. For some reason, they can't get on the same page, and all of a sudden we have another conference. He thought it was going to be a slider. You got a fastball, and that's the one that can hurt you. When you go slow to hard, you're thinking off-speed is coming, and it's a fastball. That can do some damage. A nice stop by Barajas. And once again, we have a convention at the mound.
Looks like a lot of voices are contributing to this, and looked to me like the pitcher and the catcher were a little bit at odds there.
I think you should have a 2-trip minimum per inning for anybody going to the mound. Just make it a rule. You know, that's what signs are for. That's why the game has signs. Whether it's a bunt D, whether it's a first and third defense, whether it's a pitch.
Well, we are in Washington, and no city loves a good committee like D.C. 1 ball to 1 strike. Desmond with a good take. This will be a big pitch in the ball game now, because Chad Tracy's on deck. Pirates don't have any other lefties in their pen. And I'm sure Clint Hurdle does not want to face Chad Tracy here.
Yeah, if you're Ian Desmond, that's all you have to do is look in the on-deck circle, see Chad Tracy, and know you're going to get a pitch right here. This is taken deliberate to a whole new level.
Cruz still doesn't have his foot on the rubber.
He just stepped off for the third time, and we might have ourselves another conference.
What is going on?
I mean, this is unbelievable. If I'm Alan Porter right now, I'm the home plate umpire. I got to take charge of this baseball game and say, let's go.
Juan Cruz has been in the major leagues off and on since 2001. It's not looking that way right now. After all, that throws a pretty good pitch right to the end of Desmond's bat, and the count's even 2-2. Tying runs on base in a 5-3 seventh inning game. Tell you, between Ankiel and Desmond, spoiling some pretty tough pitches here to extended bats in this inning. Ankiel at second base after his really good walk.
You take a borderline pitch as a major league hitter, foul it off, buy yourself another chance. You never know.
Big breaking ball to strike out Ian Desmond. The Nats had second and third with one out, couldn't convert. Eighth inning coming up. Left to be played here tonight. Top 8 coming up. Alvarez, Jones, and McGee. This Day in History brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland. OCOcean.com. Click on Summer of Thanks for special deals and discounts. And at St. Louis, 2 years ago tonight, a very nervous young man from Indiana made his debut not that far from home. Felipe Lopez, the fly ball. Josh Willingham, great play. He drilled Ryan Ludwig, struck out Matt Holliday. How about those hitters for your debut?
Who's that again? Number 58 with short hair?
Some kid from Indiana named Drew.
You guys were telling me before we went on today that you could actually see him shaking a little bit. He was so nervous on the mound. And why wouldn't you be in your first major league appearance?
Well, you know, he was really fast-tracked to the big leagues. And the Nationals got him as a compensation pick after Aaron Crow did not sign. He went out and played independent ball for another year or so. Crow did, and ended up signing with Kansas City. So Drew Storen, I mean, he was in the big leagues almost immediately. Didn't walk hardly anybody in his minor league career. Pedro Alvarez and Sean Burnett, lefty-lefty matchup here. That one drops in for a strike.
And that's the slider from Sean Burnett. It's been good all season long, and he'll expand outside the zone once he throws one for a strike, but he's got a fastball and a changeup to go with it. The two-seam fastball has been great. Pounding the strike zone, very aggressive with it early in the count.
Fooled him on that one, swinging at a pitch that was unreachable.
And that's the expando slider. Throw one for a strike, let him see the rotation, make the hitter think you're going to throw another one for a strike, and you actually throw it for a ball. Nice job.
Alvarez 1 for 3 tonight with that ground ball. Last time that was ruled a hit. No contact that time. Sean Burnett gets the K.
3 pretty good sliders in a row from Sean Burnett. 1 for a strike and 2 that look like strikes that just broke hard out of the zone.
Washington area Toyota dealers helping children receiving medical treatment and their families at the National Institutes of Health. Every strikeout gets the Children's Inn at NIH $37. Garrett Jones takes one. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Jason Grilli set up for the 8th. And the Nats have one left-handed bat that could lead off, and that would be Chad Tracy. Espinosa takes care of that. Join the Potomac Nationals down in Woodbridge to see the Nats of tomorrow today. Right down I-95 to Fitzner Stadium. You can check out all their fun at the ballpark, creative promotions, often bordering on crazy. 703-590-2311 or PotomacNationals.com. I mean, we've already had Superheroes Day, Titanic Day.
Well, I'm out of jokes. Maybe they're out of promotions. We need some more material.
They're going to catch us off guard when we least expect it. Casey McGee is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He walked in front of that 4th inning McCutchen home run. Line drive, Danny Espinosa. There to grab it. Casey McGee 0 for his last 17. Pinch hitter, then Zimmerman and LaRoche coming. Hit the Nats 8-5. It is the Battle of the Beltways back tomorrow night. The Oriole Bird and Screech will be going mano-a-mano. Jake Arrieta for the Orioles, Edwin Jackson for the Nats. Always a lot of fun to have two mascots, houses divided, neighborhoods divided, and sometimes friendly friend feuds. We'll get you going, Johnny and Ray. Nats Extra tomorrow night. And then Mike Bordick and Jim Hunter will join us for the telecast. Jose Tabata goes over to play right field. That's because Nate McLouth is in left. As the Pirates and Clint Hurdle shore up their defense. The call to the bullpen brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. Chad Tracy for the pitcher in the number 2 spot. Davey Johnson loves having him bat with men on base. He'll take on veteran Jason Grilli, 36 years of age, second year with the Pirates. 28 games in relief last year.
Yeah, just a 2-pitch guy, fastball, slider.
Good opposing numbers for him, though. He delivers that fastball evidently high. Chad Tracy's pinch hitting numbers getting better and better all the time. 5 for 14 with a homer, 8 RBIs. And I know he'd like to drive the ball, but his number 1 job, try to get on base here.
Look at those numbers. 3 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBI career off Grilli.
And the 3-0 pitch is in there. Ryan Zimmerman 1 for 5 against this right-hander. And then Adam LaRoche, who's 0 for 1. Tracy takes the walk. That's as good as a hit right now.
Seeing the ball big. You just want to get the tying run to the plate late. And that's another good at-bat from Chad Tracy.
All he does is get on base. So, for a good part of the rest of this game, the Nats have numerous opportunities to have that tying run in the batter's box. Ryan Zimmerman 1 for 3 with an opposite field 2-run single last time up.
You know, I hit in front of Barry Bonds a couple of times in my career. In this sort of situation, I would tell myself, just swing for the fences. Because you don't want to hit a ground ball. And if you strike out, you get the big guy to the plate. And right now, Ryan Zimmerman had a great at-bat last time. But the last thing he wants to do right now is hit a ground ball with a hot-hitting Adam LaRoche on deck. And you see the swing right there. He's thinking the same thing. I'm going to tie this game up. It's almost like a free at-bat. You just let it loose. You try to go for a home run or, you know, swing hard in case you hit it. But the last thing you want to do is protect with 2 strikes and just put the ball in play. You're thinking drive the baseball the whole at-bat, regardless of the count. That was another I'm going to tie the game swing. Just missed it.
Grilli at the age of 36 pumping 95-mile-an-hour fastballs.
He's a good heater with a little hair on it.
That's going to be a called 3rd strike. And Ryan Zimmerman's down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
He was thinking slider right there from Grilli. Threw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball by Ryan Zimmerman. And right here you're thinking he's going to go to his kill pitch, the slider, and he throws a fastball right down the middle. I mean, can this guy do anything else?
Does he have one more in him?
Why not?
He's killed the ball twice tonight. McCutchen took an extra base hit away from him in the 5th.
And this is where you have such a huge advantage as a hitter that's hot, because they know you're hot. They're going to try to hit a corner, and that's how you get yourself into hitting counts. They know you're locked in. They know that you've won 8 for 15 with a .533 average, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 4 walks against them this year. So what you do as a pitcher is you try to be too fine. You try to hit a corner. You don't want to make a mistake. The guy's locked in. That's how you find yourself in hitting counts consistently as a hot hitter. And 95 to a corner, that's paint.
One ball, one strike to LaRoche. 30 RBIs on the year. Couldn't stop his swing, strike 2. I don't think that one even took the appeal. Home plate umpire Alan Porter rang him up. Amazing hitting when behind. 353 on a 1-2 count this year.
That's ridiculous. I would like to see somebody that has a higher average in that count.
Fastball up. He tried to paint where he painted Zimmerman. Strong, powerful left-handed bat on deck.
Sometimes the save is in the 8th inning, not the 9th.
LaRoche high in the air. Deep left center. Little play for McCutchen at the edge of the track. 2 down.
He gave it a go. And pretty good hack in a 2-strike count. You see the late movement from Grilli. And LaRoche knew as soon as he hit it that it was just off the end of his bat. And that 2-seam fastball by Grilli and the late movement on it got it right off the sweet spot onto the end. And that was the difference.
Bryce Harper. Oh for 2 with a walk tonight. He was the first base runner the Nats had with 1 out in the 5th inning. Tony Randazzo says it was a swing.
And he went. That's a good call.
Bryce tried to kind of walk out of that. Pretty good job of stopping the bat. He thought he did.
So LaRoche sees all fastballs, and so far Bryce Harper has seen all sliders.
Nats had a leadoff walk. Tracy's still at first with 2 outs.
That's a pretty good take right there. I don't know how you lay off that pitch. Top of the strike zone, 95 miles an hour. We've seen Bryce get on top of that pitch before, but just a hair too high.
Willie Grilli thought he was heading for the dugout.
He wanted it. It was up.
Harper pops it up. Short right center. McCutchen will get there. And the Nats will strand their 5th runner of the game. Into the 9th inning now. Pirates on top by 2.
McCutchen tonight, and just like we promised earlier in the game, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite. Well, let's check out the night that Andrew McCutchen is having, because folks, might be one of the better nights you'll see all season long. A little opposite field job, his first time up on a fastball away. And how about this play in the 5th inning to preserve the no-hitter up against the wall? A little bobble piece stayed with it, and his second home run of the game in the 6th inning. A bomb over the bullpen in left center field. So have a night, Andrew McCutchen. He's doing it all. Lumber, leather, everything, you name it. One of the better players we've seen this year, if not the best.
Chad Tracy will stay and play first base. And that'll take Adam LaRoche out. He'll get the rest of the evening off. The pitcher spot is the cleanup spot, and that's where Ryan Matthews takes over here in the 9th. Bottom of the order for the Pirates, Barajas, Harrison, and the pitcher spot. Actually, it'll be Clint Barmas. Nate McLouth is right ahead of him. And their closer, Joel Hammerhand. Blew one save, got another against the Nats and his former ball club last week in Pittsburgh.
That's the only save opportunity he's blown this year. He's 7 for 8.
Little flare. Falls in fair for Rod Barajas, who's 3 for 4 tonight. I'll tell you what, I have a message for Andrew McCutchen and Rod Barajas. Enjoy hitting against everybody else for the rest of the season.
Get on the bus.
This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. Nate McLouth, the hitter. Hitting just 170, 8 for 47. Kind of a mystery what happened to this guy's batting average starting about 2 years ago. He had 276 in 08, 256 in 09 with the Pirates. We traded him to Atlanta in a 4-player deal. 257 for the Braves in 09. 20 homers, 70 RBIs with the Pirates and the Braves that year, and then 190. The year after that, he was optioned to AAA. He gets popped up there. Zimmerman will yield to Desmond. He has it for the first out. Nats haven't been able to leave the yard tonight, but when they do, your Washington area Lexus dealers donate $200 to the Children's National Medical Center. Nats have hit 34 homers on the year, and 2/3 of those have come in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, 20 in their last 12 games.
Here's Clint Barmas, who sacrificed last time. Ryan Matthews getting that ERA down now after some early hiccups in the season, down to 2.12 coming in. Only given up 14 hits and 17 innings coming into this one. And it's a breaking ball outside, 1-1.
And the scoreboard here at Nats Park tallies the ERA as you go. I've talked to a few pitchers that have taken a peek at the scoreboard in the middle of their outings, because you obviously can't do that as a pitcher in the middle of a game, tally. Although I played with a couple guys that I thought might have had a calculator in their back pocket because they knew their ERA every single pitch. But here at Nats Park, you can turn around, look at the scoreboard, and see that it went from 212 to 208 after an out.
I know you were digging that scoreboard in Cincinnati that had the guy's new batting average up there as soon as they made it to first base or they made an out.
There it is. That way, guys. Yeah, and I like that. I like that you can keep the average as you go.
Oh, great swing. by Clint Barmas. He's always been able to handle the bat. Sacrifice last time. Now the Pirates are looking for a 3-run pad or more here in the 9th inning.
So whenever Ryan Matthews has a runner on first base, his pitch is the two-seam fastball. He's looking for a double play. And I think a lot of times against right-handers, he does them a favor by throwing that slider out over the plate. And that 95-96 is born into a right-hander. There's not a whole lot you can do with it except for hit a ground ball if you're lucky. That slider going away from him gives him a little chance to get extension, just like Barmas did right there.
Yeah, and with the first baseman holding a runner, 80 to 85 feet of room over there for that base hit. Here's Tabata. Hope for 3 with a walk. That ball's out in front of home plate. Force at third. Throw to first. 2-5-3 double play. A rather rare variety. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Espinosa, Ankiel, and Flores.
Here as the Pittsburgh Pirates and Nationals wrap up this little quick 2-game series. Nats got some work to do, Ray. 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 9th.
Done it before, and they've done it against this closer before. And, you know, just one of those games tonight where Zim left some balls right in the middle of the plate. You know, and again, McCutchen is a guy that we couldn't get out.
Yep, couple of home runs from McCutchen. Barajas also goes deep, but it is not over yet. We have complete faith and confidence in Bob at FP up in the booth, and we will see you afterwards for Nats Extra postgame.
All right, Johnny, it's just a shame we don't have a bat in our hands. Joe Hanrahan, the former Nat.
Might be a good thing we don't have bats in our hands.
Yep, 7 saves this year. The Nats did get him for a blown save last week before then blowing a save of their own in the bottom of the 9th in Pittsburgh. And Hanrahan will face Espinosa, Ankiel, and Flores. 2 lefties and a righty to get things going. Not a whole lot fancy or mysterious about Joel. Fastball slider most of his career. 5 saves for the Nationals in 09 before they traded him with lasting millage for Nyjer Morgan and Sean Burnett. That was on June 30th that year.
And Bob, you saw him here as a Nat versus him as a Pirate. What's been the difference?
Well, he would get behind in the count here and then hang a slider or throw a fastball down the middle. It was all about not getting ahead. And as a Pirate, and he made the All-Star team, he's been able to get ahead of hitters because his repertoire pretty much the same as it was here. That's the first pitch fastball he's always needed.
Maybe just maturing and realizing that he doesn't have to be so perfect. Those last 3 outs, man, they're the toughest ones to get.
Danny Espinosa 1 for 3 with a double. Up the middle, that's where they've got him played. Barmas backing up a little bit for that, and he spins and makes a good play.
Boy, as soon as Barmas gave with that ball, he got an in-between hop. That's a nice play. I thought for sure that one had a chance to come up and bite him, but he gave with it. Little inside move, perfect throw, and with the speed of Espinosa, you knew it was going to be close. That was anything but a routine play for Barmas. You see him give right there in the in-between hop. Just caught it at the tip of his web. Good throw right on the money. Nice play.
Rick Ankiel 1 for 5 against Hanrahan career. Rick 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Well, the Pirates are trying to win the season series here. Nats should have won 2 out of 3 over there, but they staged that big comeback with the Barajas homer on Tuesday night, won that series 2 out of 3. And if Clint Hurdle's team, well, Clint Barmas too, they win this game, they'll be just 2 games under 500. St. Louis lost today. They'd only be 4 games out in the Central. That's a much different sort of division than the East is. That's a whistling fastball that just misses. And for the Nats, walk is every bit as good as a hit right here.
I think you have to go automatic take right here and fill it up. I mean, there's your chance right there in Jesus Flores. He's got some pop. Fill the count up. You're going to get the same pitch 3-2 as you get 3-1. You're trying to get on base any way you can right here to get Jesus Flores to the plate, representing the tie and run.
Hanrahan, 7 of 8 save opportunities converted. Got the Marlins in order Monday night before the Pirates came here. And there's a walk. How about Rick Ankiel walking twice in a ball game?
That's a good at-bat, a good take on a close pitch. Let's check it out one more time. This didn't miss by much. Down in the zone. Barajas' glove kind of went with the pitch and took it out of the strike zone. He got the call. It's a good at-bat, getting the tie and run to the plate.
Jesus Flores, who has caught Joel Hanrahan, has never faced him. Flores, another good night with a double, a run scored, and a sacrifice bunt. Too bad the Nats couldn't convert that second and third one-out situation. Back in the 7th, this game would be a whole lot tighter.
That's a good time for his first Tater of the year.
That's in the zone. Joel, of course, a native of Iowa, did a lot of great charity work when they had the floods out there several years ago. He and the Nats raised a lot of money for flood victims in the Hawkeye State. Flores, a foul off to the right side, 1-2. Nats Extra. It's the postgame show presented by WB Mason. When this one's over, Johnny and Ray with you from left field. One on, one out, bottom 9. That's down by 2. Pretty good stop by Rod Barajas.
It keeps a double play in order. Could be a big play.
Hanrahan now 67 career saves. Got his first 14 as a National. Lombardozzi is next. Flores up the middle. Knocked down. Walker, base hit. Perfectly placed by Jesus Flores. And he's 2 for 3 tonight.
Nice job, a 2-strike hit in Jesus Flores. Putting the ball in play right back up the middle. You saw the 2-seam fastball from Hanrahan. Did a nice job of getting his hands inside the ball, not rolling over right there, and that's a heck of an effort by Walker. Just couldn't make the play.
Yeah, Hanrahan falls off to the side severely, and Jesus Flores put that ball right in behind him over the pitching rubber. And a big spot now for Steve Lombardozzi.
And Rod Barajas coming out in front of the plate putting a sign on, and that sign is that if both guys go, he's going to throw to second.
Catcher running that way, huh?
Yeah, the only run that matters right here is Jesus Flores. So for some reason, if Ankiel gets a jump on second base, they would throw to second base to try to get the trail runner, even with a lefty up.
And Lombardozzi gets ahead in the count. This is the whole thing about Hanrahan. That first pitch to every batter is crucial.
And Lombardozzi would love to hook one down in the right field corner.
They take a fastball. Wow, ball 2.
He's up.
Here comes Ray Searage, Pirates pitching coach.
Ray's going to have to take an ice bath after this game. He's been out to the mound about 10 times tonight.
Lombardozzi has faced Joel Hanrahan once and was hit by a pitch.
All of a sudden, this game's gotten very interesting in the bottom of the 9th. And if you're Lombardozzi right here, you're looking for one pitch in one spot, and you are trying to drive something into a gap.
Yeah, he had Lombardozzi with a pitch in the top of the 9th last Wednesday. 2 balls, no strikes. Taking all the way. Pops it up left side, maybe playable, and just getting over there is Alvarez for the second out. That's a third baseman who's made 8 errors this year, and he grabbed it at the rail.
And he took his eyes off the ball very late right here and threw his glove up in self-defense at the very end. Watch him look at the rail, look back up, and the ball was on top of him. And he just threw the glove up at the last second to make that play. His second or third look to find out where the fence was, took his eyes off the baseball, and the ball was coming down right on top of his head. Yeah. He threw the glove up at the last second, almost in self-defense, and the ball went in there.
Looked like the ball caught him. And here's Desmond, 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. And the final hope for the Nats with a 6-game hitting streak on the line.
A couple of walk-off jacks under his belt, too.
Ian Desmond against Joel Hanrahan, 3 for 4 with 2 doubles. Well hit, out of play, right side 0-2. Outside Rod Barajas and Joel Hanrahan going to call the pitch right now.
So if you're talking through your mask, through your glove, what are the chances you can hear what he's saying?
I'm pretty sure the CIA has been stymied on that one. That took a long time to say slider away on 0-2.
And that might be the pitch.
There it is, game over. And the Pirates win the season series from the Nats, 3-2. 5-3 Bucks. McCutchen 2 homers. Barajas a big home run. More in a moment.